Our next topic is terms of a polynomial, their coefficients and degree of a polynomial. Now, the definition of terms of a polynomial is same as the terms of an algebraic expression you have learned in class A. So, what are the terms of a polynomial? Terms are the parts of a polynomial which are added to form the polynomial. So, be careful. Terms are the parts which are added to form the polynomial. Now you see here this first example. Here it is 2x squared plus 5x plus 6. Now 2x squared plus 5x plus 6, the terms which are added here are twice x squared plus 5x and plus 6. So these are the parts which are added. That means they are the terms. So the terms are, if I write it here, the terms are twice x squared, then 5x and then 6. So the terms are the parts which are added. So here the parts which are added are twice x squared, 5x and 6. So they are added, that means they are the terms. Okay. Now let us write the terms first, then I'll come to the definition of coefficients. Then the next example, I said already, terms are the parts which are added, so you cannot consider which are subtracted and so on. Okay, so but you see here two terms are subtracted. Let us what is that? Let us modify this polynomial. It is 7x to the power 4. Since it is given minus 3x square, I can write plus of minus 3x square, because you see here, because minus plus minus 3x square, then plus 8x, then plus of minus 3 I can again write, because plus minus minus 3. Now you see here what I did, I have converted this minus sign into plus, taking minus sign within bracket, because minus plus minus, here also minus plus minus 3. Now by definition, terms are the parts which are added. So which are added here? 7x to the power 4 is added, minus 3x squared is added, 8x is added, and minus 3 is added. So the terms are the parts which are added. So the added parts are here. The required terms, 7x to the power 4 minus 3x squared, then plus 8x, then minus 3. You can skip modifying this polynomial. Directly you can write down 7x to the power 4, but minus must be included. Minus 3x squared, there you see minus 3x squared, 8x, then minus 3. Okay, the last one, I'm not modifying this. Directly I'll say the terms are the parts which are added. So root 3x cube is added, root 3x cube is added, then minus 4 root 2x squared is subtracted. So how you can do this one? I can write it plus of minus 4x squared, 4 root 2x squared. That means the term which is added is minus 4 root 2x squared. 7x is directly added, 7x, then minus 8 is subtracted. So what I can do, I can write plus of minus 8, because plus minus 8 will be the same minus 8. Okay, so the another term is minus 8. So they are the terms. Next one, coefficients. Coefficient is very simple. Coefficient or numerical coefficient, whatever the number is multiplied with the variable part is only the coefficient. So let us see one by one. The terms, first one is 2x squared. So the variable part is x squared. Which number is multiplied here? 2. Alright, that means this 2 is the coefficient. Here 5x, the variable part is x. Which number is multiplied? 5 plus 5. So 5 is the coefficient here. 6. Okay, for a constant term, the term itself is the coefficient. So 6 is the coefficient of 6. Actually there is no x, we can do it as x to the power 0, because x to the power 0 is 1. Now if I write x to the power 0 with the variable part, which number you have? 6. That means 6 is the required coefficient. Alright, next one, 7x to the power 4. The number which is multiplied with the variable part x to the power 4 is 7. So 7 is the coefficient. Minus 3x squared. The number which is multiplied with the variable part x squared is minus 3. So minus 3 is the coefficient. With the variable x, which number is multiplied? 8. So 8 is the coefficient. Here minus 3 itself is the coefficient. Similarly, root 3 is the coefficient for root 3x cube. Minus 4 root 2 is the coefficient for minus 4 root 2x squared, because it is the numerical part. multiplied with x square. Here the variable part is x, number multiplied is 7, so 7 is the coefficient, constant term minus 8 itself is the coefficient. Okay, finally degree of a polynomial. For degree you have to see the highest exponent of the variable. So degree of a polynomial is the highest exponent of a variable. Now the variable here is x. Okay, so we don't have x here. Here the exponent is 1, here the exponent is 2, so highest exponent is 2, so here the degree is 2. I think this is clear. Go to the next example. This polynomial 7x to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 8x minus 3, no x, here x, that exponent is 1, here the exponent is 2, here the exponent is 4. 1, 2, 4. Out of all these 4 exponents, the bigger exponent is 4, so 4 is the degree of the polynomial. Next example, root 3x cube, x square, x, no x. Now here that exponent is 1, here the exponent is 2, here the exponent is 3. Out of the exponents 1, 2 and 3, the bigger exponent is 3. 3 is the degree of the polynomial. So while talking about the degree of a polynomial, we have to simply see the highest exponent of the variable. Whichever the highest exponent, that is the required degree of the polynomial. Next, monomial, binomial, trinomial and any other polynomials. Okay, so this is similar to what you have learned in class 8 about algebraic expressions. Monomial is a polynomial having only one term. For example, twice x, it has only one term, monomial. 7x square, only one term, so it is a monomial. Binomial having two terms. For example, twice x minus 3, there are two terms, so it is a binomial. 8x to the power 4 minus 6x. Okay, so there are two terms, binomial. Trinomial, it must have three terms. For example, twice x square minus 3x plus 6, there it is having three terms, trinomial. Now if you have a polynomial with more than three terms, they do not have a particular or special name, we read them as polynomial mentioning the number of terms. For example, let me write one example. Suppose twice x to the power 4 minus 3x square minus 6x plus 7. See here, this is having 1, 2, 3, 4 terms, no special name. We read as polynomial. This is a polynomial with 4 terms. Is it okay? Supposing one more you have, suppose 9x to the power 5 minus 6x cube minus 7x square plus 5x minus 8. Now see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms. So this is a polynomial having 5 terms. So we read like this. Alright.